Well, hi everybody. I hope everybody's doing great out there tonight. And I know all the readers have already read and read and read, and the weekends are always heavier, and I always wait till the wrong time. I'm always a day late and a dollar short. But anyway, I'm going to do this tonight while I'm feeling up to it. So I want to thank anybody that's watching this and anybody that's commented. Speaking of comments, maybe not everybody has commented. I think I had 3 trolls, or either one person or 2 trolls, and one just trolled me twice this last week. I just went through and deleted their stuff, but all of a sudden I got the morality police after me, and that's really silly. Of course, one thing somebody said that I was talking to on the phone said I should be happy because that meant I must be getting more popular if people are trolling me. Who knows? Who knows? Uh, but I want to thank anybody that's watching this. And my name's Lynn, and I've had this channel about 5 years, and I've read cards about close to 60 years, and maybe a little bit more. And I enjoy doing it, and I want to thank everybody for all the help and all the good energy they send me, because somebody's keeping me as healthy as I am. And I just want to thank everybody and bless them for watching the channel. I like always didn't know what I was going to read on. I do have a lot of stuff written down here. I don't have anything that I think I'm going to go on a commentary about, but who knows? I get started and I don't know when to shut up. So let's get started. The first one I was going to ask about, if I can get my page stuck together here. How did I do that? Maybe not. Maybe it's just the second page. Yeah, let's not start right in with a heavy duty. Will the Dems take over the House before the election? I had a couple of people ask about that. I've had them ask before, and I've read on it before. But let's see. Will Jeffries be the Speaker of the House before November? Or it could be whatever. Let's not put it down before the end of the year. Let's just say before the end of the year. That way it might be, that's still not asking if they take over before the election, because at the end of the year, everything switches over, and if the Dems win the House, of course he's going to be. So let's say before the end of the year, before the election. It's in November. So will the Dems take over the House before November? So that's what we're going to ask first. And if anybody would like a personal reading, it's lynntarotreadings@gmail.com. lynntarotreadings@gmail.com. Put your phone number in there, and I'll get back with you. I've got all kinds of openings. I'm all caught up. And I got a light shining in my eye here, but I'm not going to get up and move it. I'm just going to deal with it. So remember that, lynntarotreadings@gmail.com. Put your phone number in there, and I'll get back with you, and we'll set you up an appointment. I'm all caught up. Oh, I haven't did a video for 2 or 3 weeks, and I don't like to go more than a couple of weeks ahead of time. That's why. So, justice is coming through. Fell out of there. So the first question I was going to ask is, will the Democrats have the House before the election? Will the Democrats have the House before the election? I got my pendulum right here. We might use it before we're through, but I'm going to start out with the cards. I haven't used the cards, the political cards. I haven't even got them warm since I did my last reading. So let's see. I got different decks I read for personally. So Will the Dems have, I got the sun falling out and kinds of good things coming out. Will the Dems have the House before the election? Or will Joaquin Jeffries be Speaker of the House before the election? Should probably is Mike Johnson leaving, but no, let's not confuse the cards. Will the Dems have the House before the election? Can't change the question now. We got energy coming through. And I want to help my guides and my angels and everybody that's going to come in and help me do this reading. Because I couldn't do it without them. Seriously. See if we can bring anything in from higher consciousness for our higher consciousness. Sounds like the lady's using a sander upstairs. Anyway, I hope that's not getting picked up too much by the mic. So, let's see. That's a yes. This is kind of a yes or no question. I'm not drawing anymore. That's a yes. And then let's ask the pendulum too. Will the Dems have the House before the election in November? That's a circle. That's not a huge circle. It's getting stronger. Well, I don't know. It's not the biggest circle I've ever seen. Sometimes it almost swings off the deal. Will Joaquin Jeffries be in charge of the House before the election? Very probable. That's a yes. It's a very small yes, but it's a yes. But we got this. This is the winner's card. So I'm going to say, I guess I won't be surprised if he is. I thought they were going to give up and let it go, but it looks like something might happen to change that. There's going to be some bunch of stuff coming up. It's time for stuff to happen. And feel the energy coming down, coming through. So let's see. What's the next one on there? I was going to ask. I think it was about Don Jr. Hands are dry tonight. Okay, Don Jr., in case you've never had the pleasure of watching it, has a podcast. I've never watched it, but I've seen clips of it that the Midas Touch has played and stuff. I guess he was talking on his show or on somebody else's show, some podcast in the last week or so. Something about the reason he was going to El Salvador is he might have to escape to there. What did he mean? He might have to escape to there. So, what was that about? Does he know he's in trouble? It's really strange. I don't like to talk cold chills because I usually get hot. That time I feel myself getting hot. Now I should have turned the air on. I usually get warm when spirit starts coming through. But when I heard that, remember what I was doing. I was running around the house doing chores. And I thought, what's he in trouble for that he knows he's in trouble? So let's see what comes up. Why would he have to escape? Why did he use the word escape? I could see him saying even I might have to travel there, or I might travel there or something. This is just weird. Thought I'd go check it out because I might have to escape there. He must know something we don't know, huh? Let's see if we can figure out what he knows. I haven't read directly on him in a long time. So this is about Don Jr., what's going in through him, around him. I don't know. His head is as messed up as mine when I'm having my senior moments. Wow. What's going on with Don Jr.? I tell you right now, he's confused about something. Surprise, surprise. Could be all the donut dust, I guess, but let's see. Starts out with the Four Swords. He's laying awake worrying about something at night. Somebody losing sleep. Not being able to rest. And surprise, surprise, it's something to do with money being balanced, money not being in the right place, money being moved, getting in trouble for money being moved. That's why he's having trouble sleeping. He's worried that the Attorney General's coming after him, or maybe Jack Smith. Ooh. And the energy around this, the past influence on him doing this, is he knows something. Just like I was saying, this is the law. He knows he's being investigated, or he's been told he's being investigated. Something's coming up. He knows something. This is the energy around him worrying. And he knows something's coming up quick. This is something coming up quick. This is in the sky over the reading. So we've got the Ace of Wands in the sky over the reading. And then we've got the Three of Wands as the future. Not necessarily the future. Yeah, in the near future. This is like immediate future. So he's got a wand. He's got something coming down. And it's not only one thing, it's like three things. It's like bang, bang, bang. So he knows maybe this is charges. Maybe this is indictments. I don't know, but it's something coming down really quick. And he knows on some level, this is in his 7th house. This is him and what's going on inside of him. It's like whether he believes in karma or not, on some level he knows that this is like the karma police coming in and haunting him when he's trying to sleep, or during his waking hours, or when he's awake, or maybe too awake. But this is karma catching up with him. So he's afraid something's coming. Let's see what's coming. The energy around this karma coming. Treachery. Secrets. Things that are buried. Information coming out that's been hidden, maybe. This is about information and stuff being revealed. Wow. And his hopes and fears that it's all going to get revealed. Look at this. So it's almost like he's already trying to figure out what he's going to say. So I don't know if he's been called in to a hearing, or I don't know what's going on. It might be an indictment. It might be something he knows coming down, but he's really afraid of exposure. That's his biggest fear, is exposure. And it's funny that we were asking about why he think he'd need to escape. Here's the escape card as the outcome and answer. So by these cards, I'm going to knock it off of there. Caught my elbow on it. By these cards, we'll go back through them. It's like he's laying, this is Don Jr., like he's laying awake night, losing sleep, worrying about some money that was transferred around, put in the wrong place, something they did that was wrong. He's worried about either the AG or Jack Smith, or because this is like the administration, but this is nothing. Just because this is a Biden card doesn't mean it has anything to do with Biden. This is the administration that's in there. I think he's got paperwork or something on it already, because it's like this is the law right on top of it, and this is yes, it's there, and this is 3 counts of something. This is going full circle, and your karma picking up with you, catching up with you. This is powerful stuff. I don't know what it is. This is because the energy around this is some of it got leaked out or some of it got exposed. Some way something got exposed on him. And he knows it's coming out into the light, and he is kind of in a way. I don't think he's going to El Salvador, but I think he's thinking about maybe he might just have to leave the country or something before too long. So it looks like that's what's going on his head. Now, whether this comes into fruition, we don't know, but it's interesting that this is what's going on in his head. Let's ask the pendulum if he's going to get indicted and see if it doesn't do something grand right away or really show something. We won't do it. Is Don Jr. going to get indicted? Is Don Jr. going to get indicted? Says yes. That's a yes. It's not blowing it off my hand, but it's definitely a yes. I mean, sometimes it makes a circle twice that big, but the energy's there. So he could, and from those cards, it looked like he might. It looks like he's probably worried about it. So he's at least worried enough to where he's thinking about places he might go. I don't think he'd want to go to El Salvador. I think that was just a joke or something, but you know what they do to people there. Especially people that are into drugs. I guess if you got enough money and you're a rich businessman, it doesn't make any difference. That's what I was told earlier tonight. And I want to say hi to my friend Henry and my friend Jackie. There's a lot of people that send me questions and stuff, and I really love their help. I asked that last time. I was reading a question, but I've already asked that. So let's ask, we might use the pendulum for these, we might not. Pendulum be the best because I wanted to go through all these. So is Florida going to go blue? Somebody said Florida was going to go blue during the election. I would be shocked. But is Florida going to go blue? Is Florida going to go blue? No. That's a no. I'd like to see it do a yes, but that's a no. Is North Carolina going to go blue? It very could. It could definitely go blue. Is Georgia going to go blue? Boy, it's tipping. It's tipping. Spirit doesn't quite know. North Carolina. No, Georgia. We already did North Carolina. Now I'm going to really confuse it. Is Georgia going to go blue? I would be very, very shocked if Georgia goes blue, but that's a small yes. It could go blue. Is Texas going blue? That's a no. Is Colorado going blue? It looks like a yes. I think Colorado went for the Democrats last time, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, somebody sent me just those states there. And I think a couple of them, well, Florida's a swing state. I don't even know, in Texas, well, Texas has never been a swing state, but it's got a lot of electoral votes. Anyway, I don't know why they chose those, but those are the states they wanted me to ask about. Will Fani Willis survive this Trump appeal? And that's Wildflower, I think, wanted to know that. Every once in a while, I'm sharp enough to remember to write down who's asking, and other times I just forget till I go through them. So Wildflower wants to know if Fani Willis is going to survive this Georgia crap. She's saying survive Trump appeal. That's one way to put it. And it's definitely a Trump appeal. So is she going to come out in this? So let's see what's going on with her coming up from now through the end of the year. I guess we'll have to look at it. So Fani Willis from now through the end of the year. Fani Willis from now through end of the year. What's going on with you, Fani? Fani Willis from now through the end of the year. Thank you for coming in and helping me, Rennick, and my angels, and all of you guys that take such wonderful care of me. Is Fani Willis going to survive? I guess they're calling it a Trump appeal, but the people that are trying to kick her out of her seat for this, she's not going to get kicked out of her seat. She's already won her primary. But as far as this case, is she going to have to give it up to get it to go? They're making it really hard for her. Things haven't changed that much since Jim Crow, have they? You think if she was a white man, she couldn't have had an affair if she was single and somebody else was single in their office? They'd have been praising her for it. Since it's a woman and since she's black, they got to act like she committed some horrible crime. I can't believe these people. It blows me away. I can't even believe the judge went for that to start with. Well, he was a Republican judge appointed by Republicans. Trump, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not, but at least Republicans. Okay, Fani Willis, what's going on with you between now and justice? So I was going to draw a bunch, but the question we were asking, is she going to survive this? Yeah, she's going to survive it, and she's going to conquer it. Look at this. This is justice, right on top. First card out. The signature card. I was going to draw 10 of them, but I don't have to. I'm going to say yes, she's going to survive it. If I keep doing these so quick, I may be over way early tonight. You guys just hold it together. Hold it together and vote blue. No matter who gets on the ticket, vote blue. Just vote blue. And get everybody in there that you know to vote blue. And take friends to help them fill out applications if they're not registered. Do anything you can do. We want this to be, what's it, too real to steal and too big to, what is it? Trying to think what Glenn Kushner's always saying. I think it's too real to steal and too big to whatever. If I'd have had anything to drink in the house, I would have had a drink before I started this tonight because I needed a stiff one to wake me up. But I don't do anything with alcohol anymore, unless it's one drink for Christmas or Thanksgiving or something like that. Anyway, it always, especially if I was tired and it's pretty late at night already. I was going to do this early today. I'm going to do it early Sunday, and here it is, 10:30 Sunday night. So, too big to rig, that is. Let's get this Democrats going too big to rig and too real to steal. I think is how it goes. Okay. New charges coming up on documents case. And I didn't write down who that was either. Seems like I heard something about this last week, and then I think that Sterling mentioned some new charges coming in. I don't know if he said it was on documents case or not. So, is there new charges coming in on the documents case? That might help us. I think Aileen Cannon's still on the next page or something. People, that's all they write in. They want to know when she's going to be gone. But is there new charges coming on the documents case, up on the documents case? Is the new charges like in a different area, or I don't know, maybe the cards explain some of it. Sometimes they do a little bit. New charges coming in on the documents case. I was going to watch Johnny and Becca, and then I started watching it, and then I quit because I needed to go for a walk before I did this, because I knew as late as it was getting, if I waited till afterwards, I'd be afraid to go that late at night. So, let's see. New charges coming up on the document case. New charges could be in a different area, even from another state or something, couldn't it be? That would be one way to go around Aileen Cannon, or Aileen Cannon, or asshole Cannon. I don't want to hear anybody complaining about saying that, because she definitely, that's one of the nicer things that I would think in my head, no matter how nice I try to be. It's hard to be nice. Okay, what are we going on? Well, new charges come up in the documents case, so quit thinking about Aileen Cannon. This could be nothing to do with her. This could just be new charges. That's all we're asking. Let's see where the cards go with that. If they take off in a direction or not. Well, it starts out with a bully card, the Five of Swords. So it could be somebody just giving up and going in a different direction. So this was kind of what I was asking. Maybe this could be from a different direction. Let's see what the next card is. Karmic. The Empress. Maybe somebody's got proof some of them were sold to Russia or something, and it's from a different state or something. Maybe it is going to go in a different direction, starting out with the Five of Swords. It's like walking away from the bully, but that doesn't mean you're giving up. Maybe you're just going to come in from a different angle. I don't know. Proof that maybe some of those got sold to a foreign enemy. Maybe more than one foreign enemy. Let's look at this. I'm being told that information came in from overseas. Somebody that works in intelligence or something in another country, I think has got proof that these documents, some of the most important documents that he was carrying around and refusing to give back, and maybe still hasn't given back, they might have proof that they were sold to another country. Look at this. And I think they're talking it over with the United States, and there's something being approached on this, some kind of deal being made about it. We got this as the present. So this wouldn't be about Aileen Cannon. Of course, it wasn't supposed to be. I mean, it could have been, but I think this is just about Trump himself. He may be in deep doo-doo. Look at this. We got the death card on the top. I don't mean that he's going to die. Everybody that knows about cards knows better than that. I want to tell people that because one of the trolls that was after me was saying I was saying that I was wishing bad stuff on him or something. All I was doing was reading the cards last week, or week before last when I did that. Something about money changing hands, a deal being made. Maybe proof of money being changed. This is money in hand again. A lot of money in hand going on in this reading. Money being held out or put in other accounts, moved around. I think this might be really big. It looks like somebody's leaving the country, sneaking away. I don't know. I'm not saying this is Trump, but there's something big coming out. But you know what? It ends with somebody really trying to take the high ground. So I think whatever is going on, we're going to hear about it right away. I'm going to draw a clarifier over this Knight of Pentacles that's bringing this information through. I don't know if it's going to help, but it's like information. Yeah, there was a lot of money that exchanged hands. So, okay, let's go back. We're asking about the documents case, but it doesn't have to be the documents case in Florida. It could be from somewhere else. This is like somebody just getting tired of fighting that and going to somewhere else. New information coming in from overseas. Important, both of these are main arcanas. Coming in from overseas about a deal that was made that could actually be death to somebody's career, somebody's everything. physical, steady proof of money changing hands. A whole lot of money. And then we go to the 7th house. Somebody knows this already. I don't know what 7th house this is. If it's United States 7th house, they know it, and they've got proof of the money changing hands. Here's more money finagling. And this is like moving money around, like putting it one place, but it's really paying for something happening somewhere else. And this is somebody knowing they're in trouble, just getting the hell out of Dodge. And this is maybe some people around them taking the high ground for a while. I'm going to draw one more clarifier over the higher ground. This is getting exposed. I have to stop and concentrate about that. This is coming out into the light. I think what these cards are saying, I feel like these cards are saying, like whether they get rid of Aileen Cannon right away or not or whatever, something's coming out into the light. Something's coming totally out into the light. It could be just about the stuff from Florida already, but I think it might be new material. Yeah. Confirmed new material. The King and Queen of Wands here. This is something that's already in the bag, already in the box, already gotten, and they've already discussed what to do with it. So I think we're going to be hearing about this. I think we're going to be hearing about it right away. Let's cross our fingers and hope that, I know we're all so tired of hearing anything. I don't want to hear the news media take it and run with it and bend it all over the place. But don't be surprised if you hear about another indictments or more stuff to do with those stolen documents. The ones that's maybe still not returned. Maybe just copy and sold. I'm sure they're all over the world by now. But this is like proof, and proof that money changed hands for them, and with a foreign adversary. So that's going to be interesting. Going to be interesting, people. Oh, I love your guys' comments. And I know I always say I'll get back quicker if you write. But if you write me some questions, I promise I will get back quicker. I'm not going to wait so long. And don't forget, if anybody wants a personal reading, it's LynnTarotReadings@gmail.com. Let's see what else we got here. I think all these are marked already. We got another page, though. Well, there's a puppy dog that wanted to know, will Citizens United be overturned? God, let's hope so. Will Citizens United be overturned? Let me mark that out so I know I read on it already. Will Citizens United be overturned? Will Citizens United be overturned? I moved my fountain over here. I had it over by the massage table, but I moved it over in the back of me, and that sounds good, having that like a little babbling brook or something going right close to where when I'm reading these cards. Will Citizens United be overturned? God, let's hope so. Let's hope they do something. Let's hope when the Democrats take the House, and I know they're going to take the House, I know they're going to take the Senate. Let's hope that they run with it. And don't act like docile little sheep once they get it. Just do what needs to be done, not worry about if everybody's agreeing on it. And they know what needs to be done. So, Citizens United, will it be overturned? Well, this is a strength card, and it's also a yes card. So I would say yes, but let's go on. Let's pull some more. Queen of Cups, that's another good card for it. I'd say closer to a yes than a no. Looks like there'd be lots of money put against it. But a lot of energy coming towards it. A lot of people want this done. Look at all the energy coming toward overruling this. Will it be overturned? Well, they'll have the power to overturn it if they choose to. All they're going to have to do is step out there and do it. So let's hope that they do it. This is... okay. If they do take the House and Senate, this is going to, right after codifying abortion, I think they're going to put Citizens United back in there and vote on it and codify it. That sounds like a fairy tale. But Michael himself might be putting his power in here. Archangel Michael might be right in on this to balance things out that's been really out of balance. We've got to get that Supreme Court back in balance too. In the hopes and fears, we got the Justice card coming through. That sounds pretty great because it would be just to overturn it. And we got the Angel of Light and Mercy in the outcome. So I would say not yes, but hell yes. It's a strong law that needs to be overturned. Got all the women behind it. It's even going to have money behind it. It's got a lot of energy coming in around it. All they'll have to do is step out and decide to do it. We're going to hear about it. And it's probably my friend Mark. Somebody's texted me. We're going to hear about it. And it's going to be good, what we're going to hear. This is Archangel Michael helping with it. This is having it balanced. This is justice coming in. And this is the angel surrounding this justice. So I would say yes. Puppy dog. Is it puppy doggy? Sell, S-A-L. Puppy dog sell or something like that. Anyway, it's a sell. But anyway, yes, that looks like a yes to me. Little angel. Okay, will Roberts be discovered complicit in the court takeover? I didn't write down who that was that wrote that. Will Roberts be discovered compliant, that he's in with the rest of them? I'm sure he is, right in the middle of the rest of them. He's not doing anything to try to discipline him. But will he be caught up in the middle of this? And you know, I think that Sterling today mentioned that the Senator Whitehouse, I think that was one of the questions he got, would he be able to really do anything about the court? And it sounded like he said, I think he said in 25 or 26 or something, that all his energy would come into fruition. He didn't say it that way, but that's what I felt when he was reading about it, what he was saying. So let's see and I'm sure that Roberts is right in the middle of this, but let's read on Justice Roberts. Is he as crooked as the rest of them? What's going on with him? We know he is. It's pretty obvious. Not doing nothing to stop him, so he's got to be with him. God, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this, if you're still watching. I always feel so guilty because I don't come on as often as I feel like I should, but I'm just whatever. So, Roberts. I know you're right in the middle of this, in my heart and soul, but let's see. Are you going to get caught up in this when they clean the court? Kind of what they're asking, I think. Starts out with the bully card, maybe 3 of them going away. Let's hope it's more. We got the Hierophant. That's the, I guess that would be the boss of the Supreme Court, since we're asking about it. We got Judgment. We got the Supreme Court. They're not doing any judgments. Not any, whatever, real judgments. Past influence, the bribe's coming out. I think this is like all dark plans, selling the court out like they've been doing. Time's running out for them. We were asking about Roberts. This looks like, yes, he's right in the middle of it. We've got the government coming in, like calling them in. I think they are going to get these, once the House and the Senate change over, I think they're going to get these people before the House and the Senate. They're going to start doing an investigation. And it's going to be a very thorough and deep investigation, and it looks like they're going to have the goods on them. They're worried that they're going to find out more stuff, corruption. This is Roberts. That's why he's covering for him. And it even looked like Amy Cohen Barrett, because this is definitely her out of the justices. She might be the only one of them left that hasn't taken any money, although I doubt that. I heard a lot of money went to back her to get her in there, but of course the Federal Society, the Federalist or whatever, they had a lot of money behind her, and all the judges, the last 3 that's been put in there especially. But it looks like yes. Information coming out about big money changing hands. Of course, we've already had information about that, but this is like proof coming out of it. So is Roberts right in the middle of this? It says he is. Yeah, looks like he might have been helping organize it. Who knows? Telling them which direction to go, how to steal money. Who knows? Who knows? This is like the 3 of them going, at least. And this is because the government's got the goods on them. This is judgment coming down on them. This is about deals they did, deeper deals they made that was not for the good of the country. This is, I think I would say them calling them in front of Congress. That's the only way they're going to have to, once they get the information, they're going to have to pull them there. But first they got to have the House and the Senate to do it. So you guys don't forget to vote, and don't forget to get everybody to vote blue. And this is the law. Is the energy around that is justice coming through again. Another card for justice. Showing the money that changed hands. Maybe even getting that new girl, whatever her name is. I know her name. I just can't think of it right now. We don't need to know. We all know who we're talking about. Because there was a whole lot of money that changed hands, a whole lot of deals made. They have so much on them, they'll be lucky if they just have to leave the court and they change the rules if they don't end up in jail for something. That would be something. I'll never believe that they throw a Supreme Court justice in jail. That would be harder for them to do than throw a president in jail, especially because it would be more than one. But maybe they'll be able to get rid of them. That would be nice. And then somebody else. We got one more question on here. And then we will go. And it's about Aileen Cannon. How much longer her BS? So I didn't write down who wrote that. I should have. I like the way it was even worded. I may have wrote it down different when I transferred it over, but I could have swore that's what they were asking. How much longer for her BS? I think it did say BS because I was surprised to see that in there. How much longer? We can't. It's hard to do cards for any time period. I'm going to try just pulling 4. Well, let's go ahead. I know we've looked at her so many times, so let's go ahead and look at her. What's going on with her for the next 3 or 4 months, up from whatever, between now and November. I know we won't get that court trial before next year. But is she going or what? Aileen Cannon. How much longer her BS? And they get it out of the way. They can start it in early January. As soon as she loses this and everything gets switched over. I don't think it's much longer. America's going to come out on top. America's not going to come out on top as long as she's in that judgeship. She's getting paid off. Maybe with promises, but it looks like there's money there too. She's getting paid off to hold this down. The foundation is to keep it down. This is not going to come out for her benefit. First time I've drawn the tower all night. This is the energy around it. It is not going to work for her. They're going to have a strong case against her when they finally go in and do it. And she's not only going to be pulled off this case, I think she might be lucky if she don't end up in jail. Look at this. This is in the near future. She's not at least challenged. Because look at this. Justice is right on her ass. And we know what she's doing hasn't been justice. Goes back to all the money coming in from I think it's the Federalist Society, isn't that what it's called? Heritage Foundation, whatever. This is something she was actually trained for. Her hopes and fears is that she's going to be replaced. Here's the Queen of Wands, maybe even with another woman judge. Two queens here. Because they find out she's been taking money. Yeah. Treachery. So, it looks like I would say it still was asking how long. I don't see any cards for length of time. We've got we got America winning. That would definitely be not too much longer. This could be in 2 months. we were asking time, and we got this on top of it, that they're going to lower the boom on her because here's the tower card. She thinks she's strong, but she finds out in the very near future that she's not strong. So this is also near future, so it's not going to be that long. Justice is coming through. It's going to show that she's got money coming from some foundation, and I'm sure that's probably the Heritage Foundation. And it looks like she may be replaced with another female judge because they know she's taken money, and they're going to get rid of her treachery. So that looks like that would, I would say, up 2 months at the most. So I'm going to have to look at this and see if it made any sense. So, well, hi, everybody. I cut that other video off and put an ending on it and everything, but I'm going to have to go back and edit it because I forgot to ask my closing question, which everybody's been wanting to know, and everybody that's gotten a hold of me wanting to know, is Donald Trump going to jail? Well, he may go to jail next year or sometime, or after some of these after they get him on the documents case and everything else, but I don't think, there's no way that they're going to put him in jail before the election. Let's just put it that way. So is Donald Trump going to jail? And I haven't asked the cards this at all, but I'm going to do it right now because I'm just going to ask it right now. And then I'm going to have to edit it into the end of that other movie because I'd already signed out and told everybody, whatever. Let's see. Donald Trump going to jail. Shuffle them one more time. I don't think it matters how much I shuffle them. I don't think they're going to come out that he's going to jail. That's just my opinion. Of course, you know what they say about opinions. They're just like buttholes. Everybody's got one. On. Come on now. Spirit's got a sense of humor. They're putting out the jail card first off. So I'd say, yeah, he's going to jail, but I don't think he's going to jail, getting sentenced to jail next month. Let's pull some more. We might be surprised. He might be told that he has to show up maybe the day after the election or something. We might get this is more energy coming down on him than I thought there would be. And this is the jail card. And common sense to me is there's no way they're going to put him in jail before the election. But you know what? They would have the power to put him in jail right after the election, whether he won or lost. Because he wouldn't be the president just because he won the election yet. He wouldn't be the president until January. He's not going to win the election to start with. But this may be the way the judge is going to look at this. He may put something really harsh down, it looks like, coming down on him. But not right away. Maybe delay it till like the date. But there's something surprising coming through. Justice is coming through. Justice is what these cards are saying. And look at the energy around that. That's them winning this trial. This is so weird. And then we got the death card on the top. Then we got the Fool. So how foolish is Donald Trump going to be? If he don't go straight to jail, is he going to have a fit? If he's supposed to show up to jail, I think that election's the 5th. Let's say they put him in jail the 7th of November or something like that. I really do think for good, that kind of makes sense in a way. He's a convicted felon, and he ought to get what anybody else has got, and the courts ought to have to work it out. But they don't want to lock him up before the election. They could leave him loose and put him in there right afterwards. It looks like maybe the judge is still debating on it, but he's come up with some harsher things than I've come up with in my mind. I think the news will be out there that he will be going to jail. Karma. He's worried about going to jail. This is in his worries. And this is him appealing. But is he going to appeal from jail? He might get 2 years. Look at this. Might be the sentence, even if it's... He might get like sentence, like for 2 years that starts. I know this sounds so stupid, but this is what's coming through to me, that it could start right after the election. And that even if he won the election, he would not be the president yet. So they may start it and go ahead and do it. I know this sounds far-fetched and crazy, but it's not crazy. The man's freaking guilty. And he's been proven guilty, and that's what they do with anybody else. They should treat him like anybody else. But anyway, these are some weird damn cards. Because it's like Spirit joking. Yes, this is the jail card. And yeah, they're going to lower the boom more than most people think. And yes, justice is coming through. And this is the government winning right on top. This is our state or whatever. This is the courts winning. This is not good for him at all. This is going to be much more severe than most people are thinking, or all the critics are saying on TV. It's going to have something to do with Donald Trump still acting like he's in control of everything. And I think it's going to piss Lady Justice off. And I think they're going to... This is... Information's coming out, and it looks like he might get 2 years or something. I can't imagine that. But anyway, I'm just going by what the cards are saying. I'm trying to think. This could be about all the help he got. Maybe winning that election that shouldn't have been, I don't know. But this is him coming back, appealing it. But this is all this energy coming out into the light. So I don't know any more now than I did before, but I kind of think that my guides are playing with me, giving me the karma card, him being the Fool, him the death card, him the justice card, him the jail card. I don't know. If I went straight by these cards, I'd say it's going to be something very surprising. Whatever he does is going to be so surprising. It could be as surprising as giving him a 2-year sentence and having him start it on the end of November or something. And, you know, whatever Keith that throws in the woodpile, there's no way he's going to win this election. But if he did, then they would just have to work it out, I guess. I don't know. You can't change the sentence because somebody might win a presidential election. That's ridiculous. So that's probably why his lawyer maybe wanted that sentencing done that quick. Maybe his lawyer had thought maybe they'd do something like that. Anyway, I love y'all. And don't take anything too serious, especially the cards. But I did say he was going to win that trial, didn't I? It doesn't hurt to be right every once in a while. That was the last thing I said. That was the night before the verdict came in. I've been out walking earlier, and that always makes my sinuses act up. So anyway, I love y'all, and take care of yourself. Take care of the planet. I think that's what what's his name says. But anyway, let's just all take care of each other and put out love and kindness, and know that everything's going to be okay. And thank you all so much. Namaste.